Ryan.
No, I'm just waiting for who this is.
Hey, Kosh. Hey, Trevor. How you doing?
Good, you?
I'm good, thanks. Ryan.
Good day. Hello.
How are you, Ryan? I couldn't hear you. What did you say?
Are you good to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I think Mac was just starting to stream. Mac and I. Okay, thank you.
All right, hi guys, welcome back to Unified Fitness. We are officially on week 3. My name is Caitlin, and I'll be helping you guys and leading you through the workout today. And then I have my coworker here with me.
Hi, I'm Carolyn. I'm going to be doing the modifications today. So Caitlin will take you through the regular moves, and I'm going to do a few different changes for you.
Guys, that we do have those benchmark workouts that we are working towards. So if you haven't done your benchmark workout yet, we really encourage you to do that as a starting point. And then hopefully today and all the other days will help you get stronger and healthier. So the next time you do that benchmark, you'll be even better than you were the first time you did it. All right, so my favorite season is fall, and it's officially been fall for a couple of weeks now. Guide you through a fun fall workout. We're gonna go through some reminiscent activities as we do that, but first we'll go through our equipment. So we do have a couple of things that we might need to use. If you have any light weights at home, you can definitely use those. These are just little 3-pound weights. If you don't have weights, honestly, you can find anything around the house. I've got cans of soup, that will work. We've got, books, a bowling ball could work. That might be a little heavy, but really anything that has some weight. And if you don't, that's fine too. We're also going to be doing what's called a cone weave. So if you do have cones around, you can definitely use some cones. If not, again, books, cups, really anything will work for that. And then also we're going to need to use potentially some resistance bands. So if you have resistance bands at home, we should grab those. But again, if you don't, then anything will work, especially like a little towel, a little hand towel from the bathroom, that'll do too. So that should cover us for our equipment today. And then if you guys have everything and you're ready, then we will get going. Again, if you don't have any equipment, that's okay too. You can follow along with Carolyn and we can do the workout with or without equipment. All right, so let's get a thumbs up if you guys are ready. All right, seeing lots of thumbs up. Okay, so we are going to get going today. Our workout, we're going to be working for 60 seconds, a break for 20 seconds. And we have 7 different exercises that we're going to run through, and we're going to do that twice. So in total, we're going to be working for 14 minutes. All right. So our first exercise today, has anybody ever bobbed for apples? That's a pretty fun fall exercise. We're going to be pretending like we're bobbing for apples, and we're going to do some push-ups. All right. So you can follow me for those regular push-ups, and you can also follow along for Carolyn. So no equipment needed for this. We're going to start with our push-ups for 1 minute. All right, guys? All right, let's get going. Let's do those push-ups.
No, thanks.
So you're gonna have your hands underneath your elbows, feet all the way back. If you can't do that, I'm gonna go to the side so you guys can see. You can also put your knees down, back behind your hips. And you can go straight down so your elbows are back.
I'm too old.
And then if you have a chair, you'll be doing those tricep dips that we've done the last few weeks. So lower yourself down, and push back up. Or if you want to do the wall or a leg, you can do that as well. And you'll just step out here,
That's so
bring
funny.
your chest to the wall and push back out.
All right, so you guys can rest. We've got 20 seconds of rest. Good job. That was our first round of push-ups. We'll only have to do that one more time. So next, this is our take on playing football. Like you're getting ready to punt the ball. We're gonna go over and touch our toes into a side lunge. So you're gonna get down, lean to the right, touch your right toe with your left hand.
Old.
Lean to the left,
I
touch
lost.
your left toe with your right hand.
You lost
We're gonna go
again.
back and forth for these alternating side lunges as if we're punting a football.
And if you're not able to bend over a score, you can just step one leg out, step to back together, the next leg out, step together, and just keep alternating, stepping your legs out, coming back to center, and then stepping up. You just are not bending over.
I'm sorry.
I see one out there. Keep it going, guys. Good job. All right, stop. You got a 20-second rest. Good job. All right, next we're gonna do our take on trick-or-treating. Our workout says that we can run to another house, but instead of doing that, we're gonna modify and we're just gonna run in place as if we're going to get some candy, all right? Go, go, go.
If you're not able to run today, you can lift your knees up and do a walk or a march. And if you're sitting down, you can also have a seat and just work on bringing your knees up and alternating your legs like this.
I didn't hear you do that.
All right, good job, guys. Take a breather. I was running to all those houses to get all the Skittles, and then we worked them all off, right? All right, our next one is what's called a wood chop. So sometimes you need to have a bonfire in the fall, and we're gonna chop wood. So you can take a weight, a resistance band, or a towel, and you're gonna start up and then swing to the other side. So start up on the left side and swing down to the right like you're chopping wood. And then we're gonna switch halfway through, okay?
And if you're not comfortable going up and down, you can start in the center and then rotate your right arm out, come to center, rotate left, come to center, and keep alternating your arms out side to side.
All right, switch sides, go to the right and then to the left. 30 more seconds of chopping wood. Good job, guys. All right, 20 seconds of rest. Good job. Unfortunately, in the adult life, you do more breaking leaves than you do jumping in them, but we're gonna pretend like we're jumping in them. So you're gonna go down into a squat and then jump up as high as you can. If you're comfortable jumping today, you can still squat down as low as you're able, and then when you come up, just try to raise up onto those tippy toes and back down. You can also have a chair behind you, so again, you'd be squatting down to the chair. If you need to sit down, you can, then come back up and up onto those tiptoes. A good tip is try to make sure your knees don't cross over your toes. When you squat down, you want to keep your knees on your toes so you don't hurt yourself. All right, we got 20 seconds left.
But he didn't.
All right, good job. Our next one is going to be what's called a cone weave. But again, depending on the space, you can use books or you don't have to use anything at all. But set up some cones, and we're going to do what's called skater jumps through the cones. So you want to use your arms to get yourself across as quickly as you can, and just kind of pretend like you're skating along those cones. And then we'll turn around and we'll go back through.
I'd rather not.
If you're not able to jump today, you're not comfortable doing that, you can do a forward and back step to bring both feet forward and both feet back. So you can step it out front, step back, or if you want to bring it up into a jog, you can bring it up a little faster pace. You can raise your heart rate a little bit more.
All right, we got 25 seconds. All right, good job, guys. We got 20 seconds. Now we're going to do our take on pumpkin carving. So if you guys have a resistance band, you can put it in your foot and you can just pull up. You're going to do a one-armed row. So your elbow is going to go back behind you and you're going to do that. If you don't have a resistance band, you can grab a can of soup or a weight, or you don't have to do it with anything at all.
Yeah, you can do it without weights. You can just bring one arm at a time back towards your shoulders, or you can bring them both at the same time if you're going without any weights. And pinch your shoulder blades
I have a
together.
question.
All right, I'm gonna switch arms. If you've only been doing one arm, go ahead and switch. All right, great job, everyone. That was our first round of fall activities. So now that you guys know what we're gonna do it again, and hopefully you can do those with a little more confidence, okay? So let's take about a 30-second break. Get yourself nice and ready to go. Remember, we're gonna do push-ups. We're gonna do those football side lunges. We're gonna do some running in place or marching in place. We're gonna do those wood chops. Then we're gonna jump in those leaves with our squat jumps. And then we're gonna go into our cone weave. And last but not least, we're gonna do those arm rows one more time, okay? So now that you've done them all, take a little breath and we'll get going here in about 15 seconds, all right, guys? So first up, we've got our push-ups. We're bobbing for those apples. All right, here we go. A minute of push-ups. Good job. Next, we're gonna play football. We're gonna do that hike with our alternating side lunge with touching your toes, okay? So we've got about 5 seconds and then we'll start that.
Remember, if you're not comfortable lunging down today, you can just take it out side to side steps.
All right, hike, let's see what you got. Trick-or-treating. Last time I worked for Skittles. This time I'm gonna work extra hard for those Reese's peanut butter cups, all right? So make sure you're running in place extra hard this time so you can work for that candy that you really want. Let's go, 1 minute. So grab your towel or your weight. I'm gonna use a can of soup this time, so I have a little bit of weight, but not too much, all right? So remember, we're gonna start up on the left and go down to the right. Let's go. Try to keep your core, your center nice and tight, okay?
And if you're not going up on those toes.
All right, 1 minute. Here we go, guys.
jump through those cones. If you don't have cones, you're not moving up and down that way. You can just step forward, step back, or Ron's 2 steps forward and pick it up to jog back. All right, good job, guys. 20-second rest. Last but not least, we're gonna do our last time pumpkin carving. So you can grab that resistance band, that can of soup. I'm gonna grab a weight this time. You're gonna bend over so your chest is toward the ground and pull that elbow back behind you, and then we'll switch halfway through. Go ahead. All right, go ahead and switch arms if you haven't already. All right, time's up. Good job, you guys. Let's give each other air fives, rounds of applause. Great job, everyone. You guys just completed 14 minutes of working out. So just as a recap, we did push-ups, we did side lunges, we did running back and forth, we did wood chops, we did squat jumps, we did those skater jumps between the cones, and we did one-armed rows. And you guys did each of that 2 times. That's 14 minutes of work today, and that's a huge accomplishment. So thank you so much for joining us, and great job. We hope to see you here live every Monday, but remember, we've got exercises for your whole week. So don't forget to check out everything else that we have. And don't forget to look on Thursdays for that journal entry. We want you guys to talk about what you're doing, what you like, what you don't like. Just remember to stay healthy, drink lots of water, and stay safe out there, guys. And thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next week. All right, guys, take care. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Here, Ryan. Come over here.
Goodbye, Ryan.